Hi class, so in this video I will show you the example. Okay, so we will start with the example of the PDF. So given the probability distribution function fx equal to k over 2 power of x, okay, k over 2 power of x for x 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the question asks you to find k. So what we should do here, you need to do each of it. This is what I mean, each of it. So you will start with for at 0 first. Okay, for at 0, so this is your function, is it? Fx, right? So you substitute 0 here. Okay, 0, and then you have k over 2 power of something, is it? 2 power of, where's the power? 2 power of x, and now your x is 0. Okay, so means that you power 2 power 0 lah. Okay, so then you calculate lah. Okay, you can use your calculator. So 2 power 0 is equal to 1. Okay, right, so you should get a. Alright, is it the sizes is okay or not? Boleh saya besarkan ke? Okay. Alright class, so this is how we find for each of it. So at 0, so we do substitute 0 into x, and then you will get this one. Okay, so now we go to second one, which is for x equal to 1. Okay, and you do it the same thing, but now the value will be 1 for x. Okay, so k over 2 power of 1. So the answer that you should get here is k over 2. Alright, and then okay, you finish it. X equal to 2, and then f2, and then k over 2 power of 2, which is equal to k over 4. Then for x equal to 3, so f3, k over 2 power of 3 here, so it will k over 8. Alright, and then the last one here is for kx to 4, will be f4 equal to k over 2 power of 4, so it will be k over 6. Okay, alright, done. So you already count each of it. So what we do next here is you need to if you still remember the properties of PDF, the total of all, okay, the total of all, which is the probability, the total of the each for all probability must be equal to 1. Okay, right? You can see the properties. Properties number 2. The first one must be the probability must be between 0 and 1, not more than 1. Okay, and the second probability must be the total of all it must be 1. Okay, so you need to total up all this k plus k over 2 plus k over 4 plus k over 8 plus k over 16, and this equation must be equal to 1. Okay, so then you equate the denominator here. Okay, you can use your calculator, doesn't matter, tak ada masalah, they have no problem, but you need to write down here lah, you need to show this one. Okay, so then you use calculator, you add all this, so you should get your k is 16 over 31. Okay class, so this is how we find the because the question asks you to find k, so means that you need to add all this and then equate to 1. After that you will get your k. So this is the first example. Okay, so now so this is the suppose I should write here, but okay, I already showed just now. Okay, so you can see that the first step that I highlight or I mention here, you need to substitute x into your function fx. So we will start at 0 until x4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, apply the properties of this. So then you equate to 1, then you will get your k. Alright? Okay. Okay, we go to the second example here. So the second example here, the following table gives the probability distribution function PDF for the ratings of lone movers and numbers of preferred ratings. Okay, so the number of preferred ratings is 0, 1, 2, 3, and the probability for each Okay, the probability for rating 0 is 0.24. The probability for rating 1 is 0.5. The probability for rating 2 will be 0.22. And the last one, the rating for 3 is 0.02. So the question asks you to determine the probability that the number of preferred rating is, okay, A, from 1 to 2. Okay, from 1 to 2. Okay, and then what does it mean from 1 to 2? Okay, later I will explain. So B, between 1 and 3. And then the C, at least 2. And D is at most 3. So now we go to the slide. Now the slide here, this is solution. Okay, class, so you can see that I already highlight here, or I already do the column here, okay, box here. So this one will, the first one, A1, from A to 2, from 1 to 2, between 1 and 3, at least 2, and at most 3. So what's mean? Okay, you need to understand first what the question want. What's mean by from 1 to 2? So what does it mean? From 1 to 2. Okay, so what's mean by from 1 to 2 is you need to add 1 and 2, which means 1 and 2 is included. Okay, 1 and 2 is included. Okay, that's the first one. For the second one, between 1 and 3, so between 1 and 3, 1 and 3 is not included, class. 1 and 3 is not included. You just calculate in the between of it, which is 2. Okay, careful, between 1 and 3 means it's not included 1 and 3. It's just calculate in the middle one, in the middle lah, in the between 1 and 3. Okay, again, from 1 to 2 means you need to calculate lah. From 1 to 2 means that it's included 1 and 2. Alright, okay, now for the C one, at least 2. What does it at least 2? Sekurang-kurangnya 2. Okay, is included 2 or not? My question now, is included 2 or not? Yes. Okay, yes. Saya tak tahu siapa jawab yes. Okay, so yes, it's included 2. Okay, because kalau, okay, maybe you will, if you said in Malay, it means sekurang-kurangnya 2. Sekurang-kurangnya 2. So maksudnya 2 is included. So must be 2 and more. Okay, sekurang-kurangnya 2. So maksudnya 2 and more. Okay, at least 2 means 2 and more. And at most mean, okay, at most mean it's less than that number included. For example, at most 3, so means that 3 and below. 3 and below. Okay, class? Alright, so now we try to solve for the first one here. So what does it mean? So it means it's a probability included, okay, included between 3. It must be between 1, not between, it's from 1, okay, from 1 included. So this is the symbol for less than equal, class. So sebab saya guna just the keyboard here, but actually if you can refer to textbook or notes kat yang nota in PDF yang I dah upload, is the adalah simbol dia kan, tapi saya punya keyboard ni tak ada simbol tu. So but it mean is less than and include. Okay, less than included. Okay, included. So then 2. Okay, means that it's equal lah. Okay, dia kena ada juga diri dia, which is it must be include 1 and 2. Alright, so how to find this? It means the probability of 1 plus the probability of 2. Okay, alright. So what the value for P1 and P2? So you can get it from this table. Okay, this table. So this one P1, this one P2. Okay, so you just substitute here. Okay, you just substitute here. So 0.5 plus 0.26 and equals 0.72. Alright. Okay, now we go to B, between. So what's my between? Just now I said that it's not included 1 and 3. Okay, it's not included 1 and 3. So it just less than. It's not, they have no symbol equal there. Okay, it must be less than only. Okay, so the X must be between 1 and 3. So therefore, it's a probability of 0.22. Oh, 0.22, sorry, 0.22. Okay, 0.22. Okay, class. Alright. Then for the third one, or C, at least. So what does mean at least? Must be X more than equal to 2. Okay, mesti 2 is included. Okay, 2 and more. Okay, 2 and more. So means that it's a P2 plus P3. Okay, we just only have these two, right? Yang remain, kita cuma tinggal P3, they have no P4, so we just stop at P3. So the equation or the answer will be 0 plus 0.02, so 0.24. Okay, the last one here, at most. So at most mean P, X must be, how we write it? X must be greater than equal. Not equal. Must be less than equal. 3. Okay. 3 dan ke bawah. Okay. 3 and below. So P3 plus P2 plus P1 plus P0. Yeah. You need to include. Okay. Jangan lupa. So means that it's all. Okay. It's all value that you have in the table. So 0.26 plus 0.5 plus 0.22 plus 0.02, and this here equal to 1. Okay, you can see, right? This is 1. So, and you already, yes, you're supposed to get 1 because you add all the value here. So like I said that this is a properties. Okay, the second properties, when you add all the property, you should get 1. That one is the second property, and then you can see each of the answer that you get here. The property here is between 0 and 1 only. 0.72 here. Okay, this is 0.72, this is 0.22, 0.24, which is a range is between 0 and 1. It cannot be more than 1 and it cannot be less than 0. Okay, and the total for all here must be equal to 1. Okay, class? Alright. So this is a simple, this is a PDF. So this is what I mean, what the meaning of PDF. Okay, so we go to another example that is a cumulative distribution function, CDF. So this is the example here. So given the property, okay. So what's meant by 4x here is 4 is where's the NCR? Okay, and 4 select. Okay, I need to try first. For 1. Okay. Okay, class. So what's mean by 4 in the bracket 4x here? Okay, go and you need to have a calculator now. Okay. Find out at your calculator the symbol that I'm not sure whether you use the same calculator as mine or not, but I'm using FX 57 OMS. Okay, alright. So they have kalau you tengok in the on top of the symbol divide, okay, bahagi. Okay, dekat simbol bahagi ni, dekat atas, saya tak ada, macam mana saya tunjuk gambar. Okay, I will show you the picture. Maybe you cannot see clearly here, but I will show you the picture later. I will upload in Yule lah, okay. But now you just go through the first, ataupun ni, dengar je dulu. But they have, kalau yang dah jumpa, the symbol or the symbol is NCR. Okay, NCR. Okay, you might find NCR word here on top of the divide symbol maksudnya atas daripada simbol bahagi tu. Nanti you akan jumpa. Okay, alright. Okay, so I will proceed first. Okay, and later I will show you the picture of what I mean by NCR here. Okay, so this function, and then the question asks you to determine the cumulative. Okay, cumulative means total of each this one. Okay, so what we do, first is, saya nak padam dulu lah ini. Oh, tak boleh padam Okay, tak apa. So, the first step, saya ada ruang kat sini. Okay, tak ada. Okay, so the first step you need to do is, you need to find all of it. Okay, macam sama juga macam tadi, because to find CDF, you need to get your PDF first. You need to have your table of PDF lah kalau nak lagi senang. So, for example, this one for, okay, we do it for F0 first. So, F0 means, okay, F0 means, okay, susahnya nak tunjuk. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, you can see this is a function. So, we do for X0. So, 0 here, you need substitute into here. And, okay, this is not a matrix class. This is not a matrix. Okay, jangan salah anggap. Ni bukan matrix. This is what I mean by NCR. So, you need to use calculator. Okay, you press number 4. Okay, you press number 4 and then you tekan shift and then you click or press divide symbol. Bahagi symbol. Sebab atas bahagi tu you can see that they have NCR. So that's what the mean of this equation lah. So you press it, so the alphabet C will come up in your screen, in the calculator screen. Okay, so now in your screen will be 4C. Okay, and then what's the next number that you should press is 0. Okay, the next number will be your X number lah, 0. And then you equate. So the answer here will be 1. Okay, so 4 choose 1 lah maksud dia, NCR here, you will get 1. So 1 over 16. Okay, so you proceed with the second one, which is X1. So you do it the same thing, but now it will be your X will be 1. So you do it the same thing, 4, and then shift NCR just now, but now your X will be 1. So it will be 4 over 16. Okay, 4 over 16. Okay, if you want to simplify also okay, it will be 1 over 4 here, but we just write down first lah, okay. So X equal to 2. So F2 here is equal to, okay, we do it the same thing, 4, shift, now your X will be 2. So it will be 6 over 16. Okay, and then for X3, okay, F3 is equal to 4, shift 3, 4 over 16. Okay, and then the last one, X equal to 4. So F4 here will be 4, shift 4. So 1 over 16. Alright class, so you get all this. So what we do next? Okay, next is F0. Okay, now F, capital F here represent the CDF. Okay, F0 means the probability of F0. Okay, so it will equal to 1 over 16. Okay, next F1. So what's mean by F1? F1 class, F1. It means that the probability of F1 plus F0. This one the different here. So CDF dengan PDF. So kalau CDF, if CDF, F1 means the probability of itself and the probability before it. Maksudnya not just before it only. Until the starting lah. Okay. So F1, what is F1? 4 over 16 and then plus with 1 over 16. So the answer will be 5 over 16. Okay, next F2. So F2 means F2 plus F1 plus F0. Yes. So you can see the pattern. So you do it until F4 lah. Okay. Alright. Okay. So this one is your PDF. Okay. But to make it, or the final answer that you're supposed to do here is, you need to have a bracket, something like this. Okay, maybe tak clear. Saya tulis kat sini lah. Okay, you have to write symbol like this. Kalau you boleh nampak lah kat sini. Okay, they have this symbol. Okay, and then inside here you need to write all this lah. Okay, you need to okay, you just put it here inside the bracket here. Okay, right. Okay, if you want to see more clearly, you can refer to the to the PDF notes, right? Okay, because I'm using this without any device, so it's quite limited for me to write down here. Okay, so you may refer to your textbook or to notes in book and resources tab. I already uploaded. Okay, alright. So this is another example. So yeah, we do the same thing. Okay, we do the same thing. So what we do is you will do for at 0. So this one will be use P. So tak ada masalah lah, you use P pun boleh. So P0, okay, it's already calculated for you. Probability for 0 is 2.6. Alright, then actually you tak perlu buat pun tak apa. Tapi if you want to see more clearly, you can do it. Okay. And P1 is equal to 0.5. Okay, because this is already calculated for you. Okay, this is already calculated for you, and it's will tabulate in table. So you just abstract it. Okay, just abstract. Okay, then P3 is equal to 0.02. Alright, so F0 is equal to P0. Okay, so it's 0.26. Alright, F1 is equal to P0 plus P1 ataupun P1 plus P0. Okay, for F2, P2 plus P1 plus P0. Okay, so you do it. So you will get the answer lah. Okay, for example here, for F0 or F0 is 0.26. For F1 will be 0.76. Okay, I forgot to tell you something. Okay, after you done, so you transform into this part. Okay, for example F0, right? So you have 0, you just write here 0.26. Okay, you just write the number that you have lah, the probability of it. Okay, and then 0.76. Okay, alright class, sorry tulisan saya memang macam ni. And then the third one will be 0.96. How about the last one? The last one is 1, is it? Oh, 96, sorry, 96. 98, betul lah, 98, alright. And then the last one will be 1. And, okay, you must start with 0. Even though you didn't calculate it, memang tak ada pun, you tak calculate pun, but we will start with 0. And then, the next thing that you should write here is, you need to write the interval of x. Okay, this one is x less than 0. Memang x less than 0 lah. The first one must be, because you start with 0 kat sini, if you can see that it start from 0. So this one, okay, the second one is, it start from 0. Saya tulis. Okay, so for this one, it must be start with 0 at 1. And this 0 is included. Okay, you can see that 0.26 is belong to 0, is it? So means that 0 is included. Okay, alright. So then the second one here, you can see that it must be 1. It must be continuity. It's included, and it's between 1 and 2. And the third one is a 2 is included. 3. And the last one, okay, the last one here, x is greater and equal to 3. Maksudnya selebihnya x dan 3 ke atas lah. Tapi I mean it just have 3 lah. We just have only 3 up till 3. And for the first number here, which is 0 here, is the x less than 0. Not included. You can see this x less than 0 is not included 0 because this one kat sini baru x included 0. And this one is included 1, and this one x included 2, and this one x included 3. Okay, class? Alright, so our video is already 25 minutes. Alright, so we have another one more example, okay, to proceed. Alright, okay, this example is regarding the expected values and also the variance. Okay, alright, so yeah, we are using the same PDF. So the question asks you to find the mean. Okay, if you still remember tadi formula dia, okay, you may refer to previous video or your notes. Okay. Macam mana saya nak tulis ni ya? Okay, text. Okay, so we want to find the mean first. Okay, mean. The symbol of mean is mu. Okay, I didn't have from my keyboard I didn't have the symbol. I cannot use a math equation here because this is a PDF, so they have no math symbol. So I hope that you listen carefully my words. So this is the symbol for mu, and it's equal to EX, is it? And EX is equal to summation. Okay, I just write summation lah. Okay, hope that you understand what I mean. Okay, so summation of XPX. Okay, so what you should do here is XPX. So class, this is X and this is PX. So you just multiply this X, this is X, and this is PX. Class, okay? The below one is a PX. You boleh tengok dalam table ni pun dia dah tunjukkan. Okay, this one PX, this one is X. So what you should do here is X times with PX. So first, X times PX, the first one. Okay, saya tulis dulu sum kat sini. Okay, so before we go, we need to settle on this first. X times PX here is 0. Okay, 0 times 0.26, 0. And then plus. Okay, plus, class, plus. Because it's summation. Okay, it's summation. So, plus. 1 times 0.5 is 0.5. Okay, plus. 2 times 0.2 to 0.44 plus 0.06. What's the answer? It's 1. Okay, it's not supposed to be, I mean, it's not must be 1. It's kebetulan lah dia 1. Tapi this is how we find the mean. You need to you need to multiply X with PX. Okay, X with PX and then add, tambah X with PX and then tambah X with PX and then again. So you get 1 here. So this is the mean. Okay, so now next, find the standard deviation. But before we go to standard deviation, you need to find your variance first. Okay, you need to find your variance. Formula variance agak panjang kan tadi? Boleh tak saya macam mana saya tulisnya? Okay, kalau if you are ni variance okay, symbol variance is sigma. Okay, E x power 2. X power 2. Okay, minus with E x and all this power 2. Okay, class, right? Where is, okay, what we need to find out first? You need to find out, okay, kalau ikutkan kat sini, you boleh tengok dia punya formula dalam notes tadi pun. This is what the mean. Summation x square px. So what does it mean? You need to x squared. Okay, now what we do is you just multiply x with the px. So now what we do here, okay, you need to extend the table that we denote it as x square. Okay, you need to do it the table of x square. Okay, class, right? So x square, so just now this is x. So now x square 0 power 2. It's still x, it's still 0 lah. And then 1 power 2 is still 1. 2 power 2, it be 4. And the last one here, 3 power 2 is 9. 3 power 2, not 3 times 2. Okay, careful Okay, 3 power 2 is 9. 3 power 2, 3 kuasa 2. So, this column, this row yang bawah ni is still remain the same lah. Okay, semua ni sama lagi. Ni tak ada perubahan lah. Okay, you just transform here. So, the only changes here is this one will be x square. So, you do it the same thing. Okay, for this one lah, you do it the same thing here. Okay, alright. So, means that it will be 0 times 0.26 is still 0. And then 1 times 0.5 is 0.5. Yeah, 0.5. Now 4. Okay, 4 times 0.22. So it will be 0.88. And the last one is 9 times 0.02 will be 0.18. So the answer that I should get here is 1.56. Okay, this is not the variance yet, class. This is not the variance yet. We just only settle for the first part. Another second part is what? This one. Okay, kita baru settle yang ni So now we want to find this one. Okay, this one is, you already calculated just now. This one means EX, which is the mean, and then you power 2. Tu je. You dah calculate pun tadi. You dah calculate pun mean dia tadi kan? So, what we do here is, so I just write like this lah, okay? This one, okay, close the column and then power 2. So it's mean, okay, the EX just now is this one. Okay, this one. Okay, EX kan? Okay, so now what we do is just 1. Okay, just 1 is the value that we have just now, power 2. So it's still 1 lah. Okay, so you already get these two. So what we do is next, you just substitute into the equation of variance just now. So 1.56 minus 1. So the answer would be 0.56. So this is your variance. Okay, but your question asks you to find the standard deviation. So what's meant by standard deviation? Okay, standard derivation. Ya Allah. Standard deviation means you just square root of it. Mana square root? Ada square root. Okay, square root of 0.56. Okay. Okay, square root of 0.56. So you should get 0.7483. I'm sorry, class. Okay, so this is the answer. Right? So it's simple, is it? Okay, ya, senang je, tak susah. Okay, so I think I will stop now. So in this video, as I mentioned, this video is only example, okay, example of PDF, CDF, and also the mean and also variance. And I owe you another one subtopic, that is distribution. So I will proceed in the next video. Okay, class. So dah.